So, we will be checking out Crossing the Rhine by Palmar, who is seeking some feedback on their map to help improve it. It is available from the Caesar 3 forum heavens. Use the map command if you want to go grab your own copy. Okay. Crossing the Rhine Mark 1. So, I fiddled with this a little bit off screen, trying to learn the start a bit. It is a pretty map from the, global map perspective. You've got all these forests and these little paths between them. The paths don't always actually get all the way around. So if you try and build these roads, you'll notice that it gets, cut off there. And here. So although a lot of the edge of the map here looks like they are invasion points, they can't sort of get to the bit of the map that you're first going to cross into. There are some doggos, so we're gonna need to box those in. And there is, spaced in amongst these forests here, farmland. You can tell on the global map because there's the little bits of green. It can be hard to see them in amongst the other bits that are called trees, but then there are empty land bits with the you can farm here sprinkled in. So there's a reasonable little bit of farming just here, here, here. There's a bit there, a whole bunch here, and here. And then a little bit down here. The requirements for this map, 8,500 population, so a pretty sizable population. It's not like 10,000, but it's up there. Very high favor, very high peace, extremely high prosperity, 95, but only 10 culture, so we don't need to culture spam. We will set this to 0, because otherwise I'll forget. And for the trade situation, there is one overland trade that will buy weapons and pottery, and then multiple oversea trade. But as much as this, the starting area, because here's the road to and from, looks like this would be the sea trade, it is not. If you build the dock here, it tells you this is an inland lake and not connected. The actual connection to the overseas market is based on this area, and so either a dock here or here. So we're going to want to work our way across to this as swiftly as possible to maximize our exports. Overseas trade is yet more weapons, furniture, veggies, iron, timber, olives, which we can't produce, and marble. We are able to produce wheat and vegetables, no third food type, and even though there are the seagulls, there are no ability to do fishing. We will not be pioneering fishing. Yes to clay, marble, iron, and timber. So we have the ability to do local pottery and local furniture, which is lovely. We don't have the ability to do local wine or local olives. So patricians in the absolute highest tier of the absolute two highest tiers of well, normal citizenry, lesser citizenry, will not be able to have oil unless we import it. So we're probably only pushing for normal insulay, not the ultra super giga insulay for the normies, so that we don't have to import as much and only use the imports for a patrician zone. Let's get going. First, strip this zone. We are going to want to tame these natives. We're going to want to not build next to the natives until they are tamed. because this little rock here is tempting you to build iron mining next to it, but until the natives are tamed, that would just result in them blowing everything up. Clear away a bunch of this. Box in the wolves, so that they aren't a problem. So we've got our wolf enclosure. We will be building a bridge over the Rhine. In fact, there you go. There's our bridge over the Rhine. And it is a burnable bridge. I didn't lash out for the expense of a stone bridge. Okay, so we're going to build some temporary slums, and then set up the land exports, which were pottery and weapons, here. Now, the really nice thing about the entrance and exit being so close here is that we're going to be able to maximize that pretty easily. What is less easy to maximize will be getting this all set up. That's going to have to wait a little bit. Maybe not even that much. Might only want there. That looks about right. Yes, Jake, some C3. And it is a very heavy military map. Very, very heavy military map. You do need towers. Or at least I think you'd need towers. If someone wants to do this without towers, without pre-positioning, good luck to them. Check that I haven't infringed on the natives. We have not. Give those a couple of moments. And now that we know those are coming in, we can set up the slum. What goods can be produced locally? You just missed the spiel. So, either wine back. Basically everything except wine and olives. There is no local wine and olives or third food. That will do very nicely, thank you. And if this has started being active, which it has, then I can build what I want over here. So, what do we want? Well, we need a warehouse. And we want to start aggregating some iron. To later become weapons. Lovely. We would like this to not explode. Okay, then we need to wait a bit. Otherwise, we're going to have lots of jobs that are overmaxing our employment capacity. Now, we could be doing the tedium of creating the little triangles so that people will move in slightly faster, but I can't be asked with that. Okay, spare people again. And because this is playtesting for a map for you, Jake, we are playing with the map maker's suggested God effects off. Because otherwise there are no small temples. And everything would get exploded. So, no explodey here. We would like a warehouse for that marble. We are going to want a second slum. Isn't nearly enough workforce. You should consider running with just God blessings off. I mean, the not needing to temple spam is nice. It saves you a bit of space, which arguably on space maps is a buff. I mean, as long as you aren't abusing grabbing Neptune's blessing every single year, I don't think it's really that huge a deal. Either way, myself. Yes, yes, distant Roman city. And it is a large force. Is this a new Imperator patch? No, Stephanus. And that has been discontinued. Okay, there's enough extra people to start another thing, which we can start the workshops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 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 we're out of money, we know. 7, 8. Let enough people move in to work those. He's slightly less nice about debt than Brezhnev. Oh, Brezhnev for Cal. Cal has heard there are jobs here. You can be a lion tamer, Cal. Although there is no hippodrome, importantly. This map is a no horsies map. So we are limited in our maximum tier of patricians. Wait for these to move in, then we set up clay. Copy under cursor is my favorite hotkey. I don't know how anyone doesn't have the copy under cursor selected. It's such a useful hotkey. Seriously, go modify it if you are playing. You wish you'd had them before finishing Atomstrad? There's no power network connection problems here, Cal. Which is lovely. And then we want the matching workshops for the pottery. So this only accepts pottery. Yes, 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 we're in debt. And our answer to that debt is to go even further in debt, so that we may then sell stuff. Okay, that is our basic starting export industry. We then want to move across and get to the C network. Yeah, there's a pipette hotkey. Copy under. It's so good! Why would you not play with it, Jake? It's so useful. Ugh. Alright. You must have missed a stream. Yep. Your magic extra bonus points are gone. Tough luck to you. We're going to come across here, and we're going to set up our sea exports. I might have accidentally removed slightly too many trees there, but we'll manage. So eventually I want a warehouse, 2 spaces for processing, and then to loop. Now how far to loop? That I'm less sure. We'll start with something like that. You almost have the points for what you want. Yes, 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 we're in debt. I know, it sucks. But here come the first trade donkeys. There you go, nom 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 nom. And they get us out of debt. Lovely. Now, how many people do I want working over here? I probably want like 5 or 6 woodworkers, and then about 6 carpenters, 5 carpenters. So I need like 100 and something. So we still need more people. More slum. Yes, 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 we're back in debt again immediately. I know. Okay, this exists. Lovely. No explodey, please. Chop away enough that we can build the wood huts. And then decide what we need. So we need 1 for logs, 1 for lumber, or finished furniture, and 1 for the veggies. One, 2, 3. You accept veggies. Actually, no. I should have the veggies be nearer the... Well... No, I want this one to be logs. I want you to be veggies. And then I want the next one to be furniture. Yes, there is wheat, but it's not super wheat. It's only northern wheat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just because I'm paranoid, a second one of those. Already incoming attacks, and we haven't started that military. Let alone the military I'm meant to be sending to protect Cyrene. Okay, this has started. So we can get the furniture production going as well. You know what? We'll have 1 more of these. If we did get rid of it later, it will still have made money. Okay. And then I want a little bit of extra iron and weapons up here. I am going to be trimming away way too many trees. Like, ideally you only trim exactly as many trees as you need, but that takes a lot more fiddling. than I can really put into a do-it-on-stream. Oh, I hadn't realized I could fit a 5th in here. Yeah, why not? Warehouse. No explodey. And then this housing actually is probably going to stay the whole game. So I do care about these ones merging. And then it's time to set up our military. Which I like the idea of the military existing on the hill. At least most of it. I'm going to shove one legionary over here to defend what's going to be a little walled off section here. The market ladies at least carry more. Yes, they enslave more children for wheat. Okay, this is starting to look like there's enough to actually export. So you export. Yes. You export. Yes. Export. Yes. Oop. Check that we haven't screwed that up. Export. 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 Looks good. Then eventually we add this. But for the moment we're too poor. So out go the vegetables. Out goes the spare timber. In comes the money for that trade route. We can nominally set that as exported even though we don't have a connection. Just so that the natives can steal some. And then it is military time. That did merge nice. Good. Goodbye. Military. That should do. Ugh. At least exporting the veggies will make the children slaves happy. Yes, now they get to have no food. 100% of the food we produce is exported. Oh. Okay, I am going to want one of these. Wait for a little bit more cash. Come on, I need a little bit more. There we go. We can start the javelins. And the weapons over here. Now, do I want to reserve that? That can probably be the academy. There. Tell you that you make weapons. Tell these that these may fetch weapons from the other side of the map for extra selling. And that you may fetch this for selling, which I don't know if I marked as saleable. I did not. Done. And then we're pretty perfect. Look at that unemployment. It's beautiful. We need the littlest bit more so that we can have a military academy, actually. Just a little bit. Come on. This still accepts... Ah, there we go. This still accepts raw iron, thank you. Okay. Now, there's no way we make a large enough force to deal with this, so we're just going to send our token to javelins. And at least not get the super duper you failed to send anything at all punishment. Instead, we will only get the you didn't send enough punishment. And I would like a second one of these. That didn't actually give me enough for my military academy, so we extend the slums a little bit more. I'd prefer if you didn't come all the way over here, donkeys. And then I need 1, 2. Because there is a lot of military coming. Immediate orbit max forts. We're saving 1 for legionnaires over here eventually. Rome pays more, and so must we. Wouldn't want to get caught behind on our wages. Okay, next. Building as close to the edge of the map as we plausibly can, without actually being in attack range. We have some sneaky to do. And it kind of looks like we could have 1 more furniture works. Sure, why not? So, to make this more obvious to me, you don't need to do this, but this is going to help make it obvious to me. I'm going to draw the roads out. This is a little bit of a waste of money, but it makes it much easier for me to see. Okay, I don't need to go that way. Where I have to stop cutting away at the tree line. And then that all obviously connects. What about here? There is where I have to stop cutting the tree line. That one is worryingly close. I am going to open that up, I think. I'm going to open this up, and this is where I will funnel any attacks from this edge and this edge. I want to bring them all to a little tower section that I'm going to make here. So I guess we should trim away most of that. That is safe to there for the moment. That is safe to there for the moment. And again, yes, this is cutting away far too many trees. In an ideal world, we would make it prettier and only cut away exactly the trees we need. double check this, because I could have egg on my face if we screw up. No, I can get rid of that. Okay, first people that get to actually eat food. So farming down here. Yeah, I like the look of that. And then how far up do I want to come? Something like there. And then we have a boring, mostly rectangle loop here. I want too wide. Yeah, we can have it be too wide. Can we? Will that fit here? Will that fit here? Food is only for winners and Zigzagoons. Zigzagoon deserves whatever food he wants. Actually, we can have it there. That works. And yes, the people will need to walk on the stairs to walk around, but that's livable. Yeah. So, chuck down the next slave housing. And I'm doing this perhaps earlier than we might want, because otherwise I'm afraid the attacks are going to cut off our ability to import people. You cannot import people when there are on-screen invasions waiting for you to kill them. Go. Yeah, we're in temporary debt again. Oh, come on! Okay, well, that's not happening. Thankfully, these guys can't get to us, so we do have time to wait for the javelins to build up to kill them. The army you sent was too weak. You should have sent more. But at least we don't get punished for not sending nothing. Well, on the plus side, this means I can now position the housing I want over here as well, which is either of that. Now, what am I going to do about this? Absolutely nothing until we have, like, 3 javelins. Kind of looks like I should set one of these to be that and not weapons. And now we wait. There is a horn? Yeah, we had the noise. And there will be another one. There will be another one soon. Where are we? Because there are more on the way. There is another attack that's extremely close and one that's a year away. Where's my pottery? Screams Caesar. Fine, we'll save up our pottery, not to export, but to give to you. Now that we're out of the debt hole. And we just sit back and make money while we wait for the army to get big enough that we can destroy these invaders. I kind of maybe have yoinked across a bit much iron ore. Well, it's disappearing fairly quickly. Yeah, we've only sold a quarter of what we can. So maybe it's not too much. Okay, the full set of legionaries. Lovely, but what about 2 sets of javs, please? We need 6 sets. Boo, Goka. Boo. 0 cav. Yeah. Give me the pottery, Scream Caesar. Here, there's your pottery. And we can go back to exporting it. Now he wants marble. Well, we tell to save that up. And actually, we might turn off the export of that, because the natives have eaten a bit much. So you know what? We're not going to trade that at all. And another attack to ignore. Again, I'm not doing anything until we have at least the 2 sets of javs. I would like to clear out the doggos, though. Good. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's gonna be a while. Imagine the response time. We're not going to be dealing with things by response time. We're going to be dealing with things by funneling all the enemies that come along this edge of the map into a killing corridor here, and all the enemies that spawn along this edge of the map into a killing L shape here, is our hope, rather than with response time. Not the right form at the moment, Moist Merc. And no idea. I do not keep up to date. I update at most like weekly, and I don't read the patch notes. The second set of javs is almost done. Okay, and I think that's enough that we can actually funnel these people in and fight them. The city you failed to save has been recaptured by people more competent than you. Caesar would also like some vegetables, which we can tell ourselves to save up. Yes, I play offline only. I see no reason to play online. I don't care about the leaderboard thing. That's the only real reason to play online. The daily leaderboard for the daily challenges. Okay, there's our corridor. Come and get us. Where's my marble, Scream Caesar? And we do a bit of a rolling retreat. Yeah, that's right. Go away. There are quite a few of the Axemen, and the Axemen have good attack. But the sooner we're rid of them, the sooner we can have immigrants again. Huh. Not the thrill to see if there is maintenance? No. And another attack already. Well, at least they know where to go. You need to come back here. We can leave these moving till a bit later because they move so quickly. And you know what? I'm actually going to set up this one now. Done. And another attack in this corner. Come on, tempt them forwards. Every javelin will serve. Okay, now to the other side of the map. Because we've got these ones to deal with. So if you could waddle over to here. And here. And here. Where are my vegetables? There you go, there are your vegetables. We don't need to save vegetables. Vegetables may be exported again. Although it doesn't look like we're going to meet the marble shipment. Will the infantry regen? Any infantry that aren't currently in combat will still be built. The ones that are in combat do not get rebuilt whilst they are being used. I'd kind of hoped to have a bit more time to set up a proper defense over here, but no such luck. Thank you for the vegetables, says Caesar. Now this is so awkward to fight in this long corridor. because it's hard to do a rolling retreat when your units are not sort of perpendicular to who they're defending against. Oh. And because there were so many attacks on the map at the same time, we've global routed morale. Lovely. Go back home. Go back home. Go back home. Go back home. And then finally we're allowed to have immigrants again. Money is absolutely astronomical. So we're not going to have any problems with building what we want in terms of money. And what I would like, among other things, is to get that first tower wall happening. So let's think about this. We want, like, space. Maybe one more? Yeah, one more. One more feels right. Actually, it should have been even one more than that. And we're rich enough that it doesn't really matter, so we will put the effort into building it the way I want it. Because I want 1, 2, 3 across at least. And that's going to go further across later, but for now, like that. Okay. These need to exist, and then we can start setting up this tower. And I wanted to do the same here, so I should... like that. Okay, watch the new immigrants roll in. They even take the newly cut shortcut across here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. They're even allowed to drink. What luxury. Okay, if you don't merge, go away. Now here we are going to be picky, because these are going to be actual real long-term housing. Where's my marble? Yeah, we're working on it, Caesar. Okay, we can start our towers. Which means that we want to eliminate all of this now. I want clear lines of sight on our killing zone. Please and thank you. Gonna do it like that? Something like that. And that side can even have extra wall. That looks pretty perfect. All of these can fill in. Maybe one there. And for the moment, one there. Hail Decoy. This is indeed not Poker Rogue. You'll notice the category is not Poker Rogue. Lovely. And then we want to set up these ones as well. 1, 2. I guess we're gonna drag it across here? No, I can't. Okay, then. Cut across the middle. This is gonna be the patrician zone eventually, so I don't actually want any trees here. Like, all of this space is going to be patrician. Patrician / farming for those patricians. Bloody rocks. There we go. Now, all of those towers can get people. And we should be safe to deal with future attacks. Make this a bit wider so that they aren't so tempted to fight the towers. One of them merged, which is enough. And then we start setting up food and so forth here. If either of those want to merge, then they can, and if maybe you. Otherwise, kill off the rest. Thank you. I looked at it as if I was about to delete it, and it decided that it wanted to merge. It knew what its fate was if it didn't act appropriately. Two more? Two more. And our engineer's post. And then we shove basically as many of these as we can. Looks good. These guys can even have a well. And I'm so generous they can have a garden. We will need... Actually, garden, or can we build the... Where will I put the granary? I want, like, market, 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 market. So I want 4. And then I want granary. That. Start giving these guys their water. Well, actually, once these ones have decided whether they're going to merge or not. So otherwise, we're about to have unemployment issues. Poor doggos. on, please finish so that I can decide whether you're staying or not. And get started on the second one of these that we're going to build over here. And you know what? Rather than endlessly shooting the dogs and having them respawn, we'll come kill them. And we'll free the dogs that are trapped in the forest. Okay, one of these did merge. Very obedient. You choose not to, and you choose not to. Everyone may have water. Something like that. Give you all gardens. And then we try to see if we can get the market ladies to work remotely. This is something that I actually want to improve about how I play. I know it's possible to try and get the market ladies to cross gardens to do supply out here. So that you can keep this loop a closed loop so that all the services absolutely do what you want them to do. Speaking of which... Cheers, Akka Turbo. G'day, g'day. Yeah, like here. See? See? So look at this market lady. She just walked across the garden. So we've got to supply this loop with food without needing to unclose this loop. The question is, will she do enough? Will all of these do enough of this to feed this loop? Fingers crossed. Now, we wanted to do the same thing over here. So we trim back to just shy of that. I might actually leave those trees for maybe doing some furniture there. And then the same story here, so we trim to just shy of where that causes problems here. And the same here, where we trim to just shy of that. But otherwise, this space is available for housing block. Good. We need water, that's for sure. And I kind of like the look of just a rectangle there. And then maybe a little service sidearm. Well, not service, production sidearm for local pottery and local woodworking, and maybe the entertainment buildings. So what, like garden, house, road. And there's nothing saying this can't come a little bit further this way. You know what, we're going to do a different size. Instead of doing 2, 2, 2, we'll do 2, 1, 2. Have some variety. Okay, and if that's you, how are the farms going to fit in? So, garden. And I've actually built them a bit... Well, actually, that could work as well. As long as the reservoir still fits there. Might need to trim one more. Yeah, the reservoir fits there neatly enough. And then come around to, like... here. Is this a challenge? Or a mod? It's not a mod. It is a custom map. Exclamation mark map Akaturbo. Palmar, a map maker, has released this map somewhat recently, and they've asked that I playtest it to help balance it for other people to play. My suggestions were largely there is an attack point that's going to come later from over here. To move that to be somewhere along this edge. And to maybe make it that the attacks are larger but less frequent. Because the big problem was more that not so much fighting them off as much as they block immigration. It looks like we need more food, which I'm surprised by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I suppose they're charging up the food is the answer. Now we could add some more, as well as the local pottery here that we want. We do want local pottery and wood. And in fact, adding that wood in is nice enough. So a little branch there. There's not going to be so many houses that we need more than, like, one. How do I want to deal with that? I kind of feel like I want to put that there. Okay, that works. Maybe I shove it there. No, actually, yeah, you can move. You're not there. You're here. Your pottery. This little side branch needs its no explodey. We want single clay. 2 clay workshops. Lovely. And then we decide if we're moving this road 1 extra square. I mean, it doesn't really change much either way. But I like the look of that slightly more. Okay, we've squeezed in a little bit of extra food and all the local production to eventually supply this with furniture and pottery. What are we doing? We're playing a custom map, testing it for someone that has asked us to test this map. For them. Fill in... You. Actually, I kind of want to do it on the other side. Well, Do we need to? I don't think we need to. Yeah, we don't need to. That's fine. You, not you. Patience. Speed back up. That market lady... Yep, we have full internal market lady coverage despite not having a connection. Fantastic. I did say I wanted to get better at doing this. And then we need to decide the services for here. So, one god. Where would that fit most reasonably? Here, and it would help offset the ugliness of that. Check. Then they're going to want some edumacation. And then if these two are having trouble getting food... Is there a better pair? There's probably this one to delete, and then we can have two things here. Is slightly better. So theatre. And one day we're going to want a forum, even if currently it just drains money. I'd rather have the space reserved. Give you your other entertainment. And then hopefully they all become happy with their gods and entertainment and libraries and so forth. It's looking fairly reasonable. And then we should do the math on if this food actually checks out. Yeah, he's probably gone to bed. None flowering dancer, or get donked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 times 1.5 is about 2,100. 2,100 divs into... what, 70 by about 30. So we can have about 30 total houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we are just ahead of the curve there. That should be all the food that that zone needs. Should. Which means we can start trimming away the slave labor zones. Lovely. One slave labor zone dead. These guys want some beauty, so we'll shove in some backing gardens. I think those two are safe to do as well, but I don't think I want to do those. And if these have all filled, we can fill in the spaces. Come on, Spearman, get out the way. Spearman, please. Thank you. How do I want to deal with that? I guess I'll move the wiggling of the road one over. Because I want to shove a big statue over there. There. And that should keep all those guys saying that the world is pretty enough. Beautiful. You think the world is ugly. So we do the same thing there. Mwah! Beautiful small casa everywhere. Okay. Set up the food for this zone so that we can make this zone all small casa. And actually start aggregating wine. Because the more wine that I've made myself, the less I need to import later. So... you! G'day, Super Cheese. Ooh, there's a house upgrading thing. Workshop, wine... 1. Allow both. We are definitely rich enough to afford both. Wine do. And I suppose there's nothing stopping me getting the oil pre-filled. It's only going to cost money, and we've got tons of money. Oof. Now the outer houses here. And then what I want is that to be a garden, but a loop around here. And then probably like that. And actually that means you are not this. And... the road might even come further across. This one is the garden. That one is the garden. Yes. And so that is... or do I build the markets in this? No, I want the markets to be external. I'm trying to learn the external markets, so I should keep doing it. So market. That's obviously the right size for the warehouse. Then we should have both. And we do need a granary, and that actually fits there quite neatly. And we're only wasting one space. I quite like that. But not that one, because they're meant to be markets. Something like that. Well, all the more reason to make that market. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. I think you're going to have to move as well. Now, eventually, as I said, this becomes an attack point, and I want to build, like, some towers here, so I don't do more than that. But the rest of that should be fine. One pottery, one woodwork. Now, how do we fit the clay pit? I think this has to move slightly further away. In fact, both of those probably have to move further away, to my sadness. No, I can't get that there. We can get this over here, though. I'll do the one that obviously works regardless, which is you. And then no explodey. Weapons, says Caesar. We almost have enough. And we do have enough for your marble. Export over 16. Save the weapons to keep enough for Caesar. How does the little white building prevent explosions? It sends out maintenance men who check the building is up to code. Tell you you've got a crack there, plaster it up, etc., etc. Says thank you for the marble, and we've got enough weapons to send him the weapons, so we say yes to that. Back to exporting. I'd like to keep at least 8 around, I guess. And we can start killing off the next of the slums. Slum eliminated. Lovely. They were superhero houses? No. How's this one going? Looks good. They would like bathhouse access. But until there is saved up pottery... And in fact, to that end, it is kind of tempting to stop selling pottery. No, I should still sell pottery. It would just be nice if... Maybe it's that these are storing the pottery? Okay, it's that these have begun storing the pottery, which is fine. It's not that the donkeys are coming all the way over there and eating that pottery. If you will merge, you get to live, but otherwise go away. Same story with you. Possibly with that. And then here we're, same as the other one, we're going to be picky. If they don't merge, they get to die. Because these are getting fed and given goods. That all looks alright. Is there any... there are not. There are... well, there is. It is potentially possible for the map makers to set up the map in a way that the import price is lower than the export price, but it would require you to do a lot of fiddly set. What you'd have to do is periodically come in here and say set to import, wait for a warehouse to become full of goods, and then go back in and click set to export. It is possible, Cal, but it's, in practice, very micro-intensive, and I don't remember seeing a map that really wants you to do that. To our sadness, this one doesn't merge either. But that one did. Okay, we have our minimum people here. We can give them water. Although it doesn't reach you, annoyingly. Ta-da! If only that was one more. Because there's no way this is enough food for all of these houses. That's maybe enough food for 10 houses. Give them their outside gardens. Well, it might be... no, these are taking too long. Actually not. They get there pretty much exactly on time. Despite the huge distance those have to travel, because it is slow-growing north wheat, they almost get back at the perfect time. In any case, people have moved in. We can kill off the next slum. Boom. And we are slumless, unless you count this as a slum. So we want our one garden. And we wanted to try and get the remote-controlled market ladies to work. I'm a little paranoid enough that I'm willing to put in one extra market lady. But then we definitely need even more food here. You could just use roadblocks. There's none of that wimpy needing roadblocks here, Super Cheese. We do things properly here. The way the game was intended. Okay. We definitely need more food here, though. So... How are we going to deal with even more food here? I'm a little bit tempted to make that a double line and then just shove like one house here. And see if we can get that to work. You don't like the large temples? This is a large temple only map. Thank God we don't have to make the extra large temples. Ugh. How anyone can put up with the boredom of building monuments, I have no idea. But each to their own. If you enjoy it, go play with them. I find them hideously tedious. Give you a well. Give you a garden. Okay. And that is enough to let us do that. That's slightly awkward in terms of dealing with the attack later for the positioning of these, but we'll live. That is enough. Enough to get all these going. So the goal is to see... the goal is in this little sidebar directly above me. So the goals are to reach 10 culture, which is tiny and basically not really a goal. To get to 95 prosperity, which is a measure of the average housing quality. So for example, this house has higher quality than the small shack, which has higher quality than a tent. Which we should actually give those guys water to deal with that. Try and make them a bit happier. Peace, which is how many of your buildings the bad guys have blown up over time. Favor, which is how well you are giving Caesar the gifts that he asks for, as well as periodically sending him bribes. Speaking of which, we should send him a big bribe. And population, so the size of the city, how many total people it holds. All of them tabulated just directly above me. So that was everything except we still need to get the local production of clay to happen. Technically... No, I can't get that to work. How am I going to deal with you? I don't want to put it on the inside of there. I just want some local clay production game. There. It's going to have to live here. There. Okay, give it time, this will fill in. Sadly, the remotely operated market ladies are not really going where I'd like them to. Well, we'll give them some more time. The fact that these ones are fed suggests that at least some of the time they're getting where we need them to. Other than that, what do we want? You're starting to aggregate. You've started to aggregate. You've filled up. I could probably make a separate one of these now. So you no longer do the iron. You no longer do weapons. We make one that just does that. Seems like a decent game. The only city builder you play is Clash of Clans. Oh my. It's a decent game. It's got its issues, but it's got some really charming graphics, lovely music, and fantastic voice lines. Right? All of the... all of those are fantastic. Yeah, here we go. Please do the full loop. Alas, no. They're only doing about half the loop. I may have to give up on the remotely controlled market ladies for this. It's working really well here, where there's only one way in and only one path for the ladies to go otherwise. But because here they've got a four-way way of picking other directions, it's not working out quite so well. To my immense sadness. I have to live without that. In good news, that means more space for actual farming out here, though. So there absolutely shouldn't be a deficit of food now. Am I going to give you water? It's a lot of effort just to give one person water. No. No, I will not. You can see the appeal, you're just not good at it. You loved Roller Coaster Tycoon and City Skylines. I had trouble with City Skylines. I had real trouble with City Skylines. Well, we shove stuff. Here looks pretty good. It uses two gaps. We need our next temple. Neptune. Even though this isn't a very Neptune area. He says thank you for the furniture. And then if we did these two, it would also be using some gaps up neatly. So, library... and theatre, and tax agent. It's barely conceivably possible that some of these might not loop the way we want them, but I think they should still work. City, yeah, so many pointless DLCs. We're going to need some prettiness, because these guys aren't going to be happy with being near all of the farms. They still think it's too ugly. I'm willing to give you one more. Okay. One there. They're complaining about the libraryman, who, if he would be so kind as just to walk a left once. There we go. That means everyone is now covered. Lovely. You need an extra garden? Can do. That needs an external garden. That needs an external garden. Otherwise, that looks pretty good. Okay. Then these need to finish filling up. They're about half full at the moment. And we need to make another one of these. We're going to make one that uses this food and comes sort of vaguely here. And then we need to start saving up the food for what's going to be the patrician loop here. The wine is less done than I would like. Do I build a second? I guess we've got the spare people. We can build a second. Now, it looks like we need both kinds of warehouse here now. Hopefully that finds labor. I mean, honestly, these are full now, so I don't need that connection over there. I could, strictly speaking, disconnect that again. And the same with these, right? These are full, so I can disconnect that. The only one I need to build is this one. And how are we going to connect to you? Via... Well, you know what? Let's just get them filled up and then we'll delete this road that is otherwise being offensive. So once those are filled, we can get rid of this road. Hello, GW Senpai AU. Australia? You Australian too? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. We are playing some Caesar 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be approximately enough. Have we sold? Yep, I have reached my conclusion. The time has come to turn off pottery exports. No more. In fact, if anything, these could go fetch pottery from that place. The same with you. And then we'll kill off this zone. Because I happen to know that something bad is going to happen here in the near future. What could it possibly be? How similar is this to Civ Revolution? I don't know Civ Revolution, sorry, don't crit. So I cannot help there. One more spearman needed here. There we go. So we can now disconnect this. And this should behave again. You only accept weapons. This one only accepts iron. To help keep the exports nice and neat. Here is the evil that I said I knew was upcoming. So, rip our starting export industry. No, you stay in the same period of time. So it's Roman themed the whole way through. Let's just blow these things up so they aren't on fire. There is no road to Rome. Let's fix that immediately so that everything doesn't explode. Done. Please don't blow up my other house. God damn it, it blew up my other house. Okay, so we need a new house that merges there, please. Who does earthquakes? They're set by the map maker. The map maker says where the earthquake... Oh, they undid my aqueducts in the brief period of time that There was no road to Rome. Let's fix that. Did it undo this aqueduct? It did. Let's fix that one as well. There. Come back, people. You don't need to run away. There is water. I promise. There's water. And so, yes, that is a problem with if you set your starting earthquake to cut off the road to Rome, you can do this to the player, and it is really mean. Really, really mean. So now I have to wait for 400 people to immigrate again to fix our population. I don't need 2 here, though. We do, however, need to change the road a bit there. There. That'll do. You still need a weapons workshop. Or, sorry, a weapons storage. And 2 is to 5. Eventually that'll need to go down to maybe 4? Yeah, think of... How dare they complain that there's no water? They don't know how good they've got it. That does mean, though, that now these no longer need to fetch pottery. Speed up, wait for everyone to move back in. These people have decided, oh yes, there's water again, I'm going to turn around and come back home. It's very generous of them to change their minds about leaving. I do like how full that is getting. We might not even end up needing to import almost any wine when it comes to time to flip over to imported wine. How are we doing for cash now that we turned off the export of... Yep, still all good. Then I think we push these up to the next level. Whew. This isn't SimCity. I live in the basement. I actually like Sim Tower. But anyway. So what else do these guys need? They would like an actors colony and gladiators, which is easy enough to fit in. Sold. And the question is, do these work remotely like the market ladies? I'm not sure. Yes, yes they do. Excellent.
We will feel the wrath of the gods unless we build more temples soon.
You've turned god effects off and built no temples. It's what the map maker wants me to test with, so... No, maybe they don't work remotely. So how to deal with that? I could connect this on both sides. Right, we could go like that. But then half the time he'd probably come out this way. Well, now it's happy. What if we got rid of that now? Will it stay happy? And now that they have this extra entertainment, all they really want is a bath. Can you pick your gods? You can pick your gods. So, Ceres, Neptune, Mercury, Mars, Venus. But if you don't make them all happy and you have the god effects on, the ones that you aren't making happy will smite you in their various different ways. So Poseidon destroys all your boats. Ceres destroys all your... well, she temporarily disables all your farms, etc., etc. Sorry to hear, Senpai. Get well, mate. Why aren't you full? Whatever. Actually, 2 of those aren't full. Oh, because we lost temporarily. We lost population. Yes, that is true. Fine, I'll reconnect that. Those ones didn't lose, nor did they. And what we need is a bath here. So... where will we build that? I'm tempted to say there. It does look like that road is going to need to stay. Which is unfortunate. But otherwise they're going to lose their access, to my annoyance. And then we should do the same over here. So, where will we shove the bath on this side? Yes, Roman gods. I kind of think on the corner. Now you are unhappy about not enough of this, so we go get your actor colony and gladiators. Because we weren't trying to do the remotely operated market ladies here, it's not a problem. And then I really should start the next one. As well as this. That's coming along nicely, though. These all need to fill up. You're now happy. This one's now happy. Their problem is they think the world is ugly. There is one, don't crit. There is a game exactly like this, but set in ancient Egypt. It is called Pharaoh. It is the game that was made after this, and it has some functional upgrades in terms of you don't need to try and do these remotely operated market things. You have what are called roadblocks to trap different kinds of walkers in different loops. It does, however, introduce the monument building system, which is a big as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, if you're interested in this but with Egypt theme, check out Pharaoh. Here is the one that we mentioned that is obnoxious and that we've said that the map maker should probably change. Because if you don't know, it's... basically the way the map introduction is described is you should be only attacked from the east side... oh, sorry, the west side of the Rhine here. And so having an attack come from this side, especially after you've blown up this and made the player build this bridge like this, I think is not really very nice. It is my biggest suggestion for a change to this map, to the map maker. That they move this invasion point to be somewhere along this edge. Okay, invasion dealt with. All go home. And apparently... where the hell did all that iron go? Well, it hardly matters. These are filled in. We can disconnect this again. Oh, was there 2 invasions and I missed one? There were 2 invasions. Quickly. Sacrifice yourselves so the towers may live. Your lives are not valuable, the towers are. Okay, we've reached the point where we're oversaturating, so we go down to 4. And we're going to need to actually specifically say store up the iron, I think. At least for a little while. Alright, beautiful. These have all become, except for that one, decently sized. To fix you, we will try adding in 1 large statue. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now this block. Food here. Block here. And then we set up the patricians. So how much of this am I allowed to cut away? Not really any. Which is to say, from there backwards. All right. Let's say gardens, house, space. Looks approximately right. And then this for food. Whoops. That looks pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to want at least one house. Hopefully one of those merge. It provides fantastic location for the granary. Pre-built into the loop. Whew. It's really cool it lets you build stuff on the path. That was one thing you didn't like about City Skylines. Rome pays even more wages, and so must we, to keep our people happy. There we go, we got our one merger. Everyone else may die. You may have water. And the gardens. Not enough? More garden. There we go. We're going to try and do the remotely controlled market ladies again. Because I want to get better at doing that. See if that works. Actually, it could be there and there as well. And there and there. And we need to get you water. That looks okay. And probably there. Now, we would like local pottery production again. And it happens to fit pretty fantastically there. Now I'm paying for my trimming away too much wood. Because what I'd like to do is make a timber yard somewhere here. Oh! Safe! Make a timber yard. And then we need somewhere to store it. Be there. We can squeeze in one more farm. Okay. Our first attack from over this side, but we are pre-walled up, so we're all good. Send across the javelins. This all needs to not explode. And no one to die. Please come this way. Actually, tricking them into splitting up into two halves was really good there. How much time? I do not have tons and tons and tons of... This is not something that I played extensively as a kid. I cannot say I have bajillions of hours, bajillions of childhood hours in this game. My childhood game for this sort of style was the game that came out like a month, 2 months earlier than this, Railroad Tycoon 2, which is manifestly superior in that when you rotate the map, you get different buildings. See how we currently see this facing of the building? But if we turn around, we get the same thing, which is a bit disappointing. Whereas in Railroad Tycoon, when you rotate the map, you get to see the other faces of the building. Why aren't you getting enough entertainment? Because that isn't doing its... It's not getting a actors colony. Then I'm willing to get rid of one house to move your actors colony to in here. And now that should get its own actors. And then they should stop complaining. No, it's that Theatre Man... Surely he must make this loop. How could he not make that loop? Oh, this one again. Come on down. And yet he doesn't. Repelled. Caesar would like some pottery. Alright. Done. Oh, this is letting your man escape. Well then, we'll cut that off. Does he do the correct job now? No, he escapes out this way. I may have to move this. We could just add in another and see if that works. But no, that goes the wrong way. It goes on the outside. Although it does touch one extra building. There we go. Okay, that's safe now. You think it's ugly, we give you some more gardens. That fixes you. They still think it's slightly ugly. So... you can have a nice big statue overlooking you. And then they'd say they want a school, but what they actually want is school and oil. And I am unwilling to give them oil. Absolutely no to the oil. Try and make up for the fort at least a little bit. Good. Okay, these people need water. Have water. Wait, really? That's outside. That's just outside. Fine. Of range. Build it there instead. Good. If you haven't merged, you may die. Well, I could see if they'd work slightly offset for those two. And I'll put the effort into trying that. Well, no, I can't because they're not covered by water, so no. I should have done that earlier. My bad. You could turn on all houses merge. There's no, we have to work for our merges, Super Cheese. They aren't just given to us. We aren't children who have to have them presented to us free of charge. They have to be earned. You and you and you. Okay. This zone needs its big temple. We're up to Mercury. There you go. Theatre. This zone needs its Colosseum and Actors Colony. There you go, and there you go. It needs its library. Think of all the poor homeless. Yep, they all get thrown out. They can move into the upgraded houses or move out. We get our tax agent. Is there anything else? I think that's about it. We get the outside gardens. And we hope that these market ladies come down this way. And it looks like they are at least some of the time. So, our remote control market lady... Yeah, here we go. This one. Look at her.
With unemployment as high as it is, I'm working hard to keep my job.
Good market lady. These things each have about 5 million stored up iron. So how about we even give the order to stockpile this? So otherwise he's going to get really pissed that I haven't given him his iron twice in a row. Is there anything else this zone needs? We've got food, we've got water. It needs baths. We can do bath. Food, water, bath, God, entertainment, education. No, I think that's pretty everything. So then the question is this enough food for all of this? Assume they're getting up to this high. That's 80 per, which means each one of these is... 2 of those houses is essentially 1 wheat farm. In our loop, we can have... Just make sure we're not cutting off road to Rome access. That would be awkward. In our loop, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 houses, so we can have 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we're basically... That's basically the exact right amount. There's a little bit of excess food, but not much. You... Get Get over here. And the javelins. And with that much unemployment now, I think it's time to set up our patrician block. You stay. See off the barbarians. They dance around a bit and then run away. Cool, goodbye. Maybe send Caesar a new bribe. And you know what? We'll even have a baby festival. Why not? Make up for the fact that we aren't sending his, sending him his iron. There's enough food here to maybe do a little loop there if we need to. Once this is filled in, it might not have, You also need your gladiators. It might not have quite enough population for what we need. The gladiators could also go there. Pretty neatly. You think the world is ugly, and so do you. I am willing to give you the lavish expense of a corner oracle to fix you. Caesar screams, "Where's my iron?" You don't like how ugly the gladiators are, so we'll give you a bit of extra garden. And other than that, the rest of the entertainment just needs to loop through. Patrician time. Patrician, 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 patrician. How are we going to do this? Well, first they need food. How much food? And what food? Well, we needed imported food of at least one kind, so get a new marketplace. You are fruit. Say fruit import yes. Get you a matching granary. Okay. That's one food taken care of, at least in theory. We probably set up another food here and a third food here. So let's do our veggies. How many do I think we'll need? Let's say we go for approximately 6. 6 times 200. 1,200. 1,200 divided by 3 because there's 3 food types is about 400. So I only need like 4. 5 of each food thing is plenty. So actually that's enough. In theory. Maybe I can reserve this for a second food for another little pleb loop there then. Okay, they're going to need some workers. There and or there looks reasonable. Good. You think the world is ugly? I guess I'm willing to maybe give you one statue? Yes. You think the world is ugly? I will upgrade your garden. Not enough? I can give you some garden here, although I don't want to do that corner one. There we go. Lovely. And then the actual patricians, eh? Oh, also we should do local... I'm surprised by all the pottery being gone. We should do local pottery and timber for those guys. So... Actually, that would work really well for the clay. So I'm going to undo you. I guess there. Now, there's already enough furniture production over here that we don't need to worry. We could just maybe expand that by one. Try giving you your well, not that you're going to like it. Actually, he did like it. Not a lot, but he liked it. This one is happy. We need this to not explode. And we would like you to also have a well. Good. Oh my god, no, 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 no. I'm an idiot. You are vegetables only. You are wheat only. And you are fruit only. I don't want mixed... I can't deal with mixed granaries. It's a bit much. You need, like, almost perfect balance to have mixed granaries. Okay. What next? Set out this loop. So how do I want it? How do we want it? Well, for one, we definitely need water. Hell, maybe even slightly further down. And then, like... maybe there? Cut through road. Yeah, that seems reasonable. And then how are we going to do it? 1, 2, 3. We can't have the ultra high level, but what about the carrot and onion balance? There's no balance between subtypes of food. It's all just fruit or vegetable, and it's all squash. Nothing but squash. Day in, day out, squash. We can't have hippodrome, so we can't have the ultra giga ones. So we live with that we're only having 3x3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 for fountain slash... No, we'll do it 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Is that going to be enough space? On this side, yes. So they probably go here and here, which is actually harder to work with the way that I've put the water. So I might have to rethink our water. Let's just... the reach might be fair enough there. So let's say it's 1, 2, 3. And let's pretend that it's going to go the same the other way. No, we are going to need to leave a space. So, if we're forced to leave a space, it might as well be a double space. And it... we'll have that one be like that. You can have the doctor and the engineer post. And then this one can now go the other way. 2, 3. On the other side, we don't need to leave any spaces, so... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same deal over here. We need this side's water. But we can do that. Then give you your water. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might try and squeeze another pair up the top corner there. I don't know. It's certainly doable in terms of water. Yeah, then I probably should. You. And you? Yes. Okay, and what other things do they need? They need their connection to the food. Check. They need their various goods. This one accepts this. We have an extra one for furniture, which we stop exporting. And then you do wine and oil. And that should be enough. Then, they need gods. One. Do we assume that I want to turn that into a house in the future? Yeah, I'm going to leave that as an emergency extra house space. 1, 2... 3. So there are their gods. Library. Amphitheater. Hospital. We've already done Dr. Barber. Academy. We need our Colosseum. They need their lions and gladiators. and actors. They need plain old theatre. And then we give that some time to fill in. And then we need some market ladies. We definitely need taxing. The Senate. A forum, thank you. And let's start thinking about, is this enough, enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I try for a 10th? I'll wait to see how stable these are for food, I think. For the moment, could you maybe go fetch one set of nearby spare pottery? Kickstart you. And then we need mate work and to start taxing. So we'll make some make work. Okay, get in the way of the invasion. Not that one, because if there's a second attack down the bottom, I want to have those spare units available. Caesar wants some weapons, that we can do. There you go, friend. And then we needed some more make work. Make some up here. No academy? Yeah, academy. The toughest thing about the invasion, Super Cheese, was they make you immediately at the game start try and deal with a large city under attack, and then they have multiple attacks realistically before you've even fully charged up one whole fort worth of units. I just had to ignore them for a whole, like, a year or so while we waited for the forts to... Wait, why can't I build... Oh, it's too close to the baddies? Fine. While I waited for the, units to build. If you're willing to multi-barracks, you could maybe deal with it. But we do not do multi-barracksing, as a general rule. Send everyone back home. Now the baddies are gone, we can finish our make work. Copy under cursor. Oops. A much more manageable 7% unemployment, but that's still too much. Much better. And then we could turn on taxing. So, start paying extra. We'll pay extra because wages are set to go up. And then tax a reasonable amount. And then we'll start looking at how to make you happier. So, you would like a whole row of medium statues back here. And then you would like a row of large statues on the other side. Something like that. I didn't give them a bathhouse. Let's fix that. They've stalled out at we need a bath. You know what? It wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of extra of that. Just in case. Yeah, it's time for house upgradey. And they should go whoop, 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 whoop. 2 more markets. Can't hurt to have more markets for these. Kind of looks like maybe we're having some trouble with the fruit. That maybe I should have this warehouse or another fruit fetching warehouse. What we could do is, you aren't ugly. You could move up here. I could move the gladiators down there. And then I could have another fruit warehouse. There. That should help keep this supplied with fruit. And then the only other thing they need is a school. Please, school children, get all the way I need you to. Are they failing to find labor? What's the deal? Come on, you only have to go up and you'll find labor. Or else down and right. 2 out of your 4 options lead you to labor. They say, no, no labor. Ah, there we go. How far do the school children go? Far enough, seems to be the answer. Yes, even if it's only one of them. So up to... I think these are the prettiest of the houses. I really like the look of this. I don't like the look of... These. These look like slums to me. These look like tenements. I would not want to live in this myself. I can't believe you want more prettiness. There, have some more garden. But these look like shining, beautiful homes to me. They've got balconies. What isn't to like? There's enough saved up furniture we could turn back on furniture export. As long as we say keep a certain amount. You say you don't have a doctor, which is crazy because there's a doctor. You say you don't have a hospital. Okay, it looks like Hospital Man isn't going where we need him to. So we're going to have to move the hospital. I don't really want to put it there, because it's ugly. But sometimes, easiest option is the best option. We'll see if hospital now does its job. That's a yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, except you kind of ate your friend. They haven't expanded in the directions I would have liked. It's not that bad. We can live with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I wouldn't mind that 9th one. And then the question is this enough extra population space to meet the total population demand, or do we need a little bit more? Attack from here again. And memory says I actually want to build your wall. Thank you. Good enough. Technically, one of these is in the wrong direction, but it'll do. Go back home. Send Caesar a new bribe. Gift. Gift, sorry. Not a bribe. A gift. See if those new houses level up. Library man doesn't see you? There you go. Library man sees you. Up. Next. Our house cannot evolve. We need access to a second type of wine to satisfy the idle patrician's decadent lifestyle. So we go to our trade menu and we say, not only do we import the raw vines, but now we also import wine. And suddenly they all leap up to the fancier level. Beautiful. The only thing that's slightly worrying is it doesn't look like we're keeping up with the fruit. But there's lots of stored fruit in all these guys, so there's actually not like... It's not like we're immediately about to run out of fruit in all of this. Okay, how much space is in these? 100, 200, 300. There's maybe 400 space, which brings us up to 7,600. Import Scottish wine. So we still need about another 1,000. Which means I do need another civvy block here. We will try and tap this for labor. Something like that. Maybe the granary there. some no explodey. And then some extra sources of actual food. Even with the pottery turned off, there's not as much spare pottery as I might like. You go steal some of this pottery. The furniture is good. That needs to not explode. And then we need to create a little loop there. Just enough to meet the population goal. Something like that. See who merges, he who merges may live. The rest may die. And just in case we need it, spare food here can get yoinked over here. Okay, you haven't... No. You haven't merged. 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 I accidentally did the fountain. Oops. Bring the fountain back. You haven't merged. You haven't merged. You haven't merged. You haven't merged. Technically, we could still get you out here. Okay, and you know what? We'll even build this zone's wall. There. Come on, come down, get slaughtered, go home. Thank you. Go home, we may go home too. And it looks like I could do with some of the make work being turned off, at least temporarily. Okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. They will need a bath. That boosts us by probably another 100 and so. Except that you want some prettiness. Fine, you may have an oracle. You want some prettiness. You can also have a market in there. That doesn't endanger any return routes. These seem to be nice and stable. Let's look at everything. Theatre is definitely fine. Amphitheatre is okay. Could be better. Colosseum is fantastic. School is fantastic. Library is a bit dodgy. So maybe we shove in a second library. Except he's going the wrong way. There we go. But now I feel extra safe about the library. We could squeeze a 2x2 house in here, so why not? Give me some veggies, can do. Send you a gift, why not? We need to up the tax rate, because we're technically not making money. Part of that will be that these are still filling up with people. Because everywhere else is taxed. We're projected to make prosperity again. When you don't make money, when you lose net money, you don't gain prosperity as quickly. So given that we need what? We need 50 in about not quite 10 years. And we don't have the extra bonus of having a hippodrome. We're not going to get the, hippodrome bonus to prosperity. We're definitely not going to get the everyone eats 2 kinds of food prosperity. You need an extra market lady. Fine, we'll give up on these remote-controlled markets as well. There. You aren't a worry. Very good. So the only one of our remote-controlled market things that has really worked is this one. I really would like to be able to do this more reliably. But oh well. Oi, no devolving. What went away? It must have been theatre, right? No? Oh, our global theatre ratings might have actually dropped. That's possible. We might have lost some global... Oh, and I need to send that away. So we send away the Prima Legion and the rabbits. If our global one has gone, we do some make work ones. So... where will that fit least inconveniently? Here. And what are the numbers? It's like 1 Colosseum for every 1,500 people? Something? So... if we've got 8,000 people, we need a lot more Colosseums for the bonus. 1, 2, 3, 4... That's 3,000, 6,000, and with the one that we already have, that's now 9,000. There we go, and they suddenly say we're happy with our entertainment again, now that we can walk over to the Colosseum district and have our choice of Colosseum. It also helps with the unemployment issue, which we need to keep on top of, because otherwise they'll be unhappy that there's too much tax and not enough work. And right from here, it's just a case of speed up and win, I think. So save. Deal with any invasions. Test will do. 500% speed, let's go. Caesar would like some furniture. You may have some furniture. You may have another bribe as well. The Emperor thanks us for the furniture. We successfully prevented the invasion. I didn't like that temporary devolution there. You need some prettiness. We have got a spare triumphal arch now. Can we make do with statue of some sort? Or maybe some garden? Garden there would work. Yeah, garden there is fine. Slow right down. All of you come get in the way here. Okay. Send everyone back home. Speed back up. We might have left leveling up our housing a bit too long. We'll have to see. We are making money. People love us. Caesar would like some pottery. Can do. Speed up. How much are we gaining a year? Slow down. Get you guys over. You guys over. You guys over. You guys over. Leave the wall alone. Okay, go back home. $71. So we went up by 6. And we have 5 years left. So we are safe. We are safe, but only just, I think. And we do need the appropriate amounts of make work. Keep you all happy. Speed up again. This no longer needs to accept wine, it's overflowing with wine. I'd want it to have more oil. I can tell you to go back to actually using this. I'm an idiot. We've had several years of not exporting weapons because I forgot to turn that back on after Caesar's request. Big idiot. Exclamation mark idiot. I deserve it. Maybe send Caesar another bribe. Yeah, it's been too long. Yeah, that's actually going to help in a variety of ways. Cool. Speed back up. Of course, we speed up leads to instant attack. Get your ass over here. Yeah, you know what? You can actually come and help too, just in case we need you. Leave one of those javelins replenishing. But the rest can all come help. maybe don't sacrifice you to the axemen as much. Good, go home. Check that none of the walls were damaged. None of the walls were damaged. Thank you, Goka. Speed up again. So hopefully that goes up to 77. No, 80. So like 2 more years, 3 more years, and we've got it. And we've got 4 on the books. It's going to be close. It's gonna be pretty close. It's time to have some prosperity. Rome pays even more. 8 is 2 more than that. So actually, let's just go up to that so that we know even if it raises once more, we're fine. Woo. Here. You are fully replenished. You are fully replenished. And we'll use you, but let the other one replenish. Come on, come down and get shot. Very good. Everyone go back home. '89, so 2 years. Oof. Send me more furniture, says Caesar. Your wish is granted. Oh, we just need one more favor. So we send Caesar a bribe and win. So yeah. I think the intention was to actually force you to tax sooner based on the description, which we can reread. You're being rerouted to assist my agent across the Rhine River. Meet with Varus, my most loyal and capable governor, and establish a city east of the Rhine to act as a staging point for military action. In the area, he knows the country, the land, and the enemy. Adhere to his every wish, and you'll learn something about building a city. Our native allies in the west of the river have allowed us to pass through their lands. You must protect them at all costs. I'd hate to see your efforts stymied because Rome couldn't protect what is already ours. Any further questions can be directed to Varus. He's marching his legions through the forest to you now. Best of luck. And then, hint, establish a military base quickly. You'll need it. Even if you were establishing that from the first moment, I don't think it would be enough to deal with the attacks that come. I think our approach of letting them stay walled behind the forest until you have enough of an army after having gotten your economy up first is sensible, especially given how close to the time limit we were, right? If I'd have spent more time getting the economy going slower but getting the military up sooner, I don't know that we would have made that time limit. Trade is unreliable. A tax base will be essential. Well, not really. In the first 5 or 6 years, we made stupidly huge amounts of money that we then made less and less as the trade dried up and as we were converting over to actually having people not live in tents. So for that, maybe start the player off with more and actually encourage taxing more. The other trouble with taxing more on this map is, especially at the start, you aren't limited so much by what you build as much as that those attacks that came too early and that I had to wait around to deal with, and that I don't think you could deal with even if you built military from day one. Because of them and how often and frequent they are, there's large periods of time on the map where you can't have immigrants. And if you want to tax people, you kind of need the immigrants to be coming in and filling those houses that you've upgraded. So I'm not sure that the please tax more and the extremely early strong attacks play well together. Protect your native allies or suffer their wrath. We did that. We certainly earned a lot of money trading with them, at least until the earthquake blew them up. Cool. Thank you, Palmer, for the map. More lovely maps is lovely. Happy to help and provide that feedback. That said, with that, we are done with Caesar for the day.